Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you guys are doing well and you are keeping safe. So in this video, you are going to see how I achieve my everyday makeup look. So basically, this is what I do. Like every time I put on makeup, it does not change. I'm fucking eyeshadow, I'm fucking my lashes, hardly put on lashes, and I want to like get out of the house in less than an hour's time. So this is what I do. I've got a wig on today, Versatile Hands, hey. Got a wig on today. So underneath here is basically my afro in twists, and if you'd like to see a tutorial on how I do that, comment in the comment section below. But for now, enjoy this face tutorial. Thank you and stay tuned. So I'm using an eyebrow pencil from Essence, and I'm just gonna do that. So for the normal brows that I usually do, you literally just have to fill in the spaces and then just conceal and neaten it up. And the nice thing about these sort of brows is that you can make them bigger or as small as you want them to be. You just need to make sure that you've got a proper shape for your face. And then to conceal that out, I use an eyebrow pencil that I got from Real Techniques. It's called a detailed brush. And then I use concealer in the shade Toffee. Clean up the area. Oh, me doing it, guys. But yeah, you want to clean up the area nicely. Just make sure that the line is defined and just clean up any darkness or anything like that. Just conceal under your brow. Make it neat, make it clean, make it cute. I like to start with both under first and then over, just to get like a good shape of where it's going to, like how the brow is going to look at the end. I want them to be as close to being matched as possible. Remember, sisters, not twins. Take your time with your brows. Take your time until they are exactly how you want them to be, because that makes your whole face, okay? So I'm gonna finish this off camera and then come back and do the next. When you feel like you're okay with your brows, don't mind here in front. We're still gonna fix that. And then I think I need to fix this one. But when you're done, or when you think you're done, you take your phone and you look at yourself and see if you are happy with it. I don't know. I'm going to use this concealer brush from Real Techniques. Yeah, it's a concealer brush. And what I'm just gonna do, a concealer brush that needs to be cleaned. But what I'm gonna do is just go into my eye area or under my eye area and just go in with that. And this just helps make sure that when you're adding your foundation, every blemish or everything that you don't want to be seen is covered more accurately. And then we're good to go. So the next step would be to add foundation. So I hardly have ever found any foundation that is like a true perfect match for my skin. So I found that I've always had to mix foundations together. So I've been using the L'Oreal Infallible. Been using the L'Oreal Infallible for about 2-3 years now. Like it just oxidizes a lot. And I'd mix this with a bit of a lighter color because it is quite dark for me. So I recently picked up, thanks to a friend's suggestion, thanks Pierre, thanks Pierre, the Maybelline Superstay full coverage foundation. So I'm going to mix these two together just so that it's not too oxidizing or too warm, because this is less warmer than this whole range actually. Okay, so this darker color, I do 2 skirts or one and a bit. This lighter color, I do 1 full skirt and a bit as well. My foundation brush that I'm going to use is a stippling brush. Stippling brush from Real Techniques as well. I really actually like this range. It's quite affordable if it's on special and take a lot. But it usually does go on special quite a lot, quite often. So pick that up, and the brushes last a long time. It's set, so you can get more value for money. So what I'm just doing is I'm warming up the foundation on my hand, just mixing it together. And then what I'm gonna do may look light right now, but once it blends into your skin, it'll look amazing. It's just stipple. I don't know what to stipple is, but I'm suggesting, or I'm assuming it's this action right here. And then because you did your eyebrows like right close, then when you put your foundation there, you just literally smoothen that out. So the nice thing about full coverage foundation is that you literally only need at most 2 pumps, and it will get the job done. It hides a lot of blemishes, and also the more you layer it on, the more coverage you'll get. You literally have to blend everything. If you feel like your sponge is getting too dry, you need to wet it again. It can't be dripping, but it needs to be damp. So to contour, I'm going to go back in with this L'Oreal Infallible in the color Deep Golden. Because remember, we mixed it. So now it's just gonna be on its own and you'll be able to see how dark it is. And then to conceal, we're gonna go in with the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the color Warm Honey. So I like to start with concealing first. So basically, I conceal where the light will hit my face. Just work that into my skin. Also in the eye area, just to highlight that as well. This also takes a bit of time because you're basically shaping your face. And then I'm gonna quickly, what's this thing called? I'm gonna quickly contour and then set. Like literally less than 1 pump. Another foundation brush. This is a buffing brush. So this is what I use to contour. And I just and I'm going towards my highlight. So I'm brushing in towards my highlight just to blend it in and to make sure that there's no harsh lines. port, so it'll take a while. But you can already see that the color is coming back into my face just by contouring and highlighting. For my cheeks, I'm gonna use a sculpting brush just so that the application is easier. And I'm gonna brush up. Get rid of the harsh lines. And you can literally just finesse your nose the way, how small you want it to look. Just with a good brush. And you also just the more you do this thing, the more easier it gets. So it just goes with practice. So I'm gonna go back in with my concealer and just pronounce this area a bit more and do my eyelids one more time before I set them. Let me blend that out as well. So you are sculpted queen. And for my setting powder, I'm going to use the Yardley loose powder in the color Cappuccino. And this brush right here, you'd usually use a sponge, but mine got lost. I don't know where it was. Well, I don't know where it is. You can use this as well, it doesn't really matter as long as you are setting the places that need to be set. So you are literally setting every place that has highlighter. So I'm just gonna go in with a brush and just, okay, so for my contouring, I'm going to use this Maybelline Fit Me powder in Espresso and a bit of the LA Girl blush collection, the brown from there, just to warm everything up. And also just go in with it on my nose, just so that's also defined. So you're gonna go back in with the setting powder. I was close enough. Just go back in and define that area even more, because we want to be snatched. We want to be snatched. We want to snatch all these men. Okay, you do makeup for yourself. You don't do it for any other nigga. Okay. So what I like to do is I like to start my setting process once I start working with powder. That way it just sinks in, the product sinks in better. Also, your face becomes less matte. I don't like looking too matte. I like having like a healthy glow-nyana type vibe. So that's what we're doing. So in the spray bottle, anyway, in the spray bottle, we have got that Nivea toner, that refreshing toner. Yeah, what I found is, because thanks to Google, it's actually a dupe for the MAC Prep and Prime. So what I like to do is just go in with it. Just to bring back some moisture into my face. While that dries, we are going to go back in with more of that brown color, just to give you a bronzed look. Like angithandi ukuba pale as I learned. Like that's not my portion. So we go all the way back in. And then to add more of the bronzy look but still adding color, I'm going to go in with the Yardley Safari Sunset Blusher. You can use it as blush, but I double it up as blush and a bit of like bronzer, I suppose, just to put color back into your cheek area. Not a lot because it has a lot of pigment. Also, you can take some of the product to the top. You can already see that my, why am I tearing up? I just look so good that I want to cry. Is this what's happening? Don't cry. I know you look gorgeous, but don't cry. But literally, we're just putting color back into our face. Go around your mouth. I'm gonna put some more blush. Just because, you know, we're gonna need to smile. So I'm using that palette again. And then last step, we are going to highlight. So I use the Makeup Revolution London blush palette. It says it's a blush palette, but I use it as highlighter, and I like to be that golden gal. So the golden gal who's just a princess, you know, it just makes sense. So I use this color right here. As you can see, I don't really use any other colors, which is a waste of money, but you know what? They didn't make it on its own. So if they made it on its own, I would have used it, or I would have bought that color only. But yeah, I'm using a Real Techniques, what is this? It says setting brush. I use it to highlight. You can literally just finesse whatever you want out of the different brushes that you have. Okay, so to literally highlight, you are going to highlight where your face or where your features are hit by light. So here, 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 and my nose, and a bit on my chin, and a bit on my forehead. But let's start with this area. Ooh. And then I'm gonna take a bit, sorry for swearing, on my finger and literally do that, and then get it out. Just so you have control over where it lands. And then as well as take some more, put it on the bridge of my nose. Still confuses me, but it comes out looking great, so that's okay. Guys, last but not least, I am going to put some mascara. So I usually do not use falsies. I'm lazy. I like Essence mascaras. They do the job and they're very affordable. So that's what matters. And they're not cakey. Oh, a tip that you can do if you see that your mascara is getting old and you should have probably bought a new one, but or you just keep forgetting. Literally take the bottle, boil some hot water, put it in a cup, and then put this inside, and it will melt your mascara, and then you'll have a smoother application. You won't have like those cakey vibes. Don't say I never gave you any tips in life. And then also, if you make any mistakes with your mascara that you are not proud of, for example, if you have some on your lower lash line or the skin beneath your lower lash line, you can literally just take your concealer brush and just pat over that brown or that black, and the problem is fixed. And then obviously, if you want more intensity, you'll wait for your lashes to dry and then you'll go in with another coat. But I'm fine with this. This is good for me. Okay, and then the last step is literally just lipstick or whatever that you want to use. I usually use a clear lip gloss. So what I'm gonna do is you take a wet wipe or your makeup remover, and then you just remove the makeup on your lips. And then for my lip gloss, I'm using a lip gloss by Fenty Beauty. It is the color Hot Chocolate. It's got a brown tint to it, which I like. And literally, goes a long way. But yeah, then you're done. So I'm going to put on a wig, straighten it, put on a wig, and then come back and show you the final results. But I hope this was informational. I look a bit orange on this ring light. I don't know why, I don't like it, but in person, I'm more chocolate than what you see right now. And this is the final result. See how versatile I can be. I can rock a wig, I can rock natural hair, you know, everything is just great. But yeah, anyway, this is how I look. This is the final result. This is literally what I do every time that I do makeup. It does not change. I'm too lazy to try anything else. I'm too lazy to try an eyeshadow. I'm a lazy girl and I just wanna do my makeup and go. So if you can relate, give this video a thumbs up. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, please let me know why you didn't like it and how I can improve, what you'd like to see next from me in the comment section below. But I will link everything that I used, or I'll put everything that I used in the description box, so that if you guys want to go out and buy it, you can go ahead and go buy it. But this is how I look and I'm very happy with the result. This is always my go-to makeup look. It will never change. It will literally never change. Let me know what you want to see next. Let me know any suggestions that you might have in the comment section below, and I will see you next time.